Alright, so welcome back to my channel. I wanted to start working on my trip from Cancun, Mexico. We were there in March. This is all of my notes. And these are all of like everything that I brought back. I want to use this as my cover. And then I have two. I do have more if I need to. I'd rather not, but. So I just finished printing all of my pictures and getting them. I have a Canon selfie, and I had to get a new tiny one, which I went with a HP Sprocket. I did have the Kodak one prior, but the cover wouldn't stay on, so I had that for years, so I got rid of that one, and my husband bought me this for Christmas. So, but it was easier to print everything off on this Canon selfie this time, because as you can see, there's a lot. But I have them all with the dates. And then these are all going to go on the outside. Over here, she's going to come off this. And then I'm going to find a cute clip to clip on here with all my little trinkets. Actually, this was at one of the little huts on the beach, and I had that made. But I just clipped them on here for right now until I get them all organized. I bought some bracelets, bought that because I love hummingbirds. They're beautiful. So, yeah. My sand, that's going to go in there. Chocolate bar. So I won this trip through my job. And we all got these big beach bags, and they were filled with goodies. And there was 2 cups in there. This is what we had filled with our beverages. And this was the name of the resort. These are like cloth bags. And this one was the room service menu. I just printed it out because everything was like digital down there, which is weird. And then we had reservations with the sales rep that I work with at Cavco. These are all little bits and bobs that I collected. My tickets, coffee, cup wraps, napkins, all of this. I got some postcards, stickers. This is on the way down. We flew, obviously. This was my husband's first time flying. This is my 3rd time flying. I flew in 2008, 2019 and this March. And then this is other things throughout the trip. We didn't do like much. These are little paper coasters. We stayed on the resort. So this was our key for the week. How we got into the room. We got a discount with this because of our group that we were with. Just everything. It was a beautiful resort too. Just things I collected along the way. Yeah, our farewell dinner. That was an awesome dinner. We had to wear these anytime we did anything with the Cavco group. So, like, we had a welcome event when we first got there the first night. There was a welcome reception, and then that second night that we were there, we had dinner with the rep that I work with, and then the second to last night, we had a farewell dinner. Just more stuff. The flight home, that was the the worst part. We got stuck in Atlanta. Well, we all knew we were going to get stuck because we sat on the runway in Tulum. Picked up this little magazine in the airport. Our straws came in this. But, so we sat on the runway for far too long in Tulum. We were already an hour late leaving Tulum. So then they tell us that there is an issue with the de-icer. So we had to fly into sorry, I had to pause that. My husband came in. Yeah, so we had sat on the runway for an hour, so that delayed us right there. And then they tell us that there's an issue with the de-icer, so we're going to be even more late. So we had to fly into Miami. Fun. So we landed in Miami. We already missed our flight into our airport. So we get into Atlanta like 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, that was awesome. So we had to, Delta had to give us a hotel. I have no idea where our hotel was in this airport or in this city. It was sketchy, I can tell you that. But we made it. But when we went to bed that night, which was the 8th, we thought our flight was leaving at 9 o'clock the next night. Yeah, we didn't like that idea. So when we got up the next morning, it was at 3 p.m. So whatever, we kept it. We got home at like 5:30. We're overflying for right now. So these are some of the things that I have purchased or I had in my stash that I'm going to use throughout this album, along with my journaling. Just to give it I did purchase these off from, I think it was Shein before no, it was Temu before all the tariff crap happened. And then a lot of these are Yep, those are Michael's, and then I did find some of these at Walmart. This one's Michael's, but I've had these probably in my stash forever because I used to scrapbook 12 by 12 albums, and I don't do that any longer. But, so I'm going to start prepping my pages of this. Now that I have all of my pictures. Oh, I love these. I ordered these off Etsy. I could have done these, but I don't know why I didn't because I'm lazy. Cute little palm trees. Absolutely love them. But yeah, I could have did it with the Cricut, but I didn't have time for that. So I just ordered them. I don't have a lot of time I don't have a lot of free time in the summer with my job. I have a day off during the week, and then I have a Sunday off. So, and usually when I have that day off during the week, I have an appointment or I have something going on that day. So, yeah. And then this is just like a bunch of stickers that I had. I went through, pulled out. So I'm going to start getting my books ready. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is these are going to have to be glued together. The only reason I haven't used these books yet, and they're kind of thick, but the thing is they're staples. I don't know if I like that. I usually go with the sewn because they last longer, more sturdy. I have them, but I would have to cut them down if I did that. And I don't feel like doing all that because I want to get started on this. So, yeah. I mean, I could always sew it, but I don't know. We'll see what I do. But yeah, so that's everything that's going to get started on here. I'm going to start prepping this. And then once it's prepped, I'm going to start working in it. And I'm going to take you along with me on that too. Okay, see you soon. All right, so I did get some things done off from camera. Which, I mean, it's not anything too big or anything like that. Let me zoom you out just a bit so I can get everything in focus here. So it is just all of the pre-trip correspondence between me and the company that I kind of work for, but I don't work for them. I sell homes, manufactured homes, and I sold enough homes in the last year to win this trip, which was so exciting. And I'm very, very grateful that I got to go on this trip. It was so awesome. And you can bet your bottom dollar that I am going to work my butt off to win it again for 2027. So this is just all the correspondence that I had been sent through email. I was told August 21st of 24 that I won this trip. So from August to March, I was just super ecstatic. So excited. This was the email I received. I did some little research, went onto the website of the hotel. There was our resort. There was actually 5 resorts on this property by Barcelo. This was our resort. This is the adult only, so you have to be 18 or older to be on this premises, but you can go to any of these other 4 if you're under the age of 18. But we were also able to have access to all of this. It's so funny because, like, I joined one of the Facebook groups for this resort, and people were talking about chair wars. And I'm like, oh my God, people are getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to grab chairs down at the beach. Which, to me, because I don't go to like beach resorts and things like that, I thought it was hilarious that people were like fighting over chairs. I got there, and mind you, we're over here where it's adults only, and nobody was fighting over chairs at our resort. But when we walked, everybody had chairs marked. There was not a single chair that was not marked on these other resorts. I thought that was funny. I can't even fathom getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go mark a chair. But yeah, that's the resort that we stayed at. It was massive, like massive. And we had access to all of these pools, to the ocean. There were swim up bars. The bottom floor all had swim up rooms. I didn't get a swim up room. I think those were for like the owners, like my boss and his wife. They got a swim up room. But this is some more information about the resort. I just wanted to see, you know, what all-inclusive is for them, which is literally everything. They stocked our hotel, not our hotel, our mini fridge every day. We had sodas, we had beer, we had wine. They literally refilled that every day for us if we drank it. We did drink the beer once, and then we drank the juice that was in there, and we did drink the sodas. But mainly we drank the water because it was so hot, It was so hot down there that if you did not drink water every single day, you were getting dehydrated. Like, I did not drink water the first day I was there, and the next day I could tell I was dehydrated. There's just things that I could tell about my body that I was dehydrated. But then they have multiple restaurants and bars that you can go to. We did book some of the restaurants while we were there. We didn't go to any of the bars except for the swim up bar and the pool bars. We're not really big drinkers. Like, my husband is definitely not a drinker. I drink on occasion, like here, for instance. I don't go to the bars when we're at home. I don't do that kind of stuff. Just not me. Here's another one. This is when we had to register for our trip. Did I skip a page? Nope. So this is our registration. I received this in October, I want to say. Yes, October 9th, I received the registration. My husband's passport picture in there. He would kill me if I showed it. Everybody's passport is horrible. You can't smile. You look like you're getting your mugshot taken. You should see mine. Mine's horrible. I probably should redo it because I look nothing like that picture anymore, because I have my face has changed, my hair has changed, my whole body has changed. I have lost almost 70 pounds since those pictures were taken. So, yeah, I probably should get that. But it doesn't get renewed till 2029, so I'm not going to do that. We did get sent this daily agenda. It's just kind of like a basic idea for every day. Like they don't have anything planned for us except for the welcome dinner. And that was the day that everybody arrived. And then we did have a dinner with the rep that I work with. That was Tuesday. I was scheduled for dinner with him. And then Thursday we had the farewell reception and dinner. That was awesome. Like we had a personal Lone Star concert just for all of us. That was awesome. And then Friday was our last full day. I just kind of stuck in some pictures I got off from that same packet from the daily agenda. You could go kayaking, you could go scuba diving. If I could handle going under the water like that, I would have loved to go scuba diving and see the sea turtles, but I can't do the ocean. I can't go underwater. It's just like a kind of like a phobia. Like I can go on cruises, I can go on boats and things like that, but I just can't go in the water. It's just, I don't know. The older I get, I just can't do it. And then this is our flight confirmations, our departure confirmation, because this one was just kind of like, oh, this is the information. If it's not correct, let us know. My husband's. And then, so I got this packet in the mail from Cavco. It was this. It was this thing, which, oh, let me plug my phone in so it doesn't go and die on me. So we got this, and it had a bunch of information. I think we were supposed to use it for the trip, but I think it's pretty ugly. So I didn't bring it with me, but that's okay. Not a big deal. And all of these were in the side pocket, and then this was in this little pocket here, and then this came in there as well. I will keep this because I'm that type of person. I keep everything from my trips. This is just a business card, and I stuck it there because I didn't want to put it under here. I'd never know it was there. But yeah, these are all just little tidbits, information that we could give to like our family members, just in case we needed them to, if they needed to contact us about anything. So I gave my kids all of the information, like where we were staying, the phone numbers, everything. But we had service down there, so they could call us anytime they needed us. And then this is just more information. And then if we needed to write anything down, we had this one page. So I stuck that in there. I did want to do excursions, but I was a little iffy about leaving the resort. Like I would love to insert pictures, but I haven't learned how to do that yet. But as we were driving from or taking the bus from the airport to Barcelo Resorts, like we saw cops, and I want to say it's their army walking around with pew-pews on their back and things like that. And it's supposed to make you feel safe, but I don't know. I've heard so many things about Mexico and seen so many things. So we decided not to do the excursions. We decided to stay on the resort. Like these would have been the two things that I wanted to do. Just because they looked very interesting, and things like this interest me. So maybe next time if we go back to Mexico, we will do something like that, because I think these are done right through the Menno travel company, and they set everything up for you. So maybe next time we go, if we get to go, fingers crossed. And these were the last two emails I got. This is just letting us know, you know, don't wear any heels or anything the first night, because we had our welcome dinner on the beach. This is just know before you go, just a bunch of information. And then my last page was just a little blurb about all of the good stuff. So I put that in a separate book because I didn't want it to take up all of my real estate in my 2 books that I plan on doing. I am hoping to only use 2 books. So I did go through off camera and I glued all the pages because they were pretty thin. And my books tend to get a little chunky. So I really couldn't do too much about this. So I've decided that I'm going to use one of my favorite pictures of me and my husband from the trip. And I'm going to make a little scrapbooky page right here. I've pulled out a bunch of things, papers that I want to use. I got some little ephemera pieces, some stickers, and I figured we could do that together. I'm going to put this on the inside. I think I might almost put it on the outside. And I may not have to cover it, but then I do want to cover it because like I did with this one, I did cover it, use some stickers, and then use some pens and drew the flag because, you know, it was originally pink. And I do have 2 more pages or papers that will match this from the same collection. And I might do that on here. I may end up having to go into a 3rd book for this. And we will see. Because, let me tell you, I got lots of pictures. I may have to go into that 3rd book. But anyways. Oh, and I also got my charms. All of my little things that I want to hang off the side of my book. So if I do have to go into a 3rd book and she gets too chunky, I will have 2 different little dangles I can put on each book, one on each book. I did pull this from my stash. I thought it was really pretty. And it suited the beach theme. So that one's Cancun, a little bracelet, and then I got my Atlanta one on here because, you know, we got stranded in Atlanta on the way home. That was so much fun. And then for this one, I just put a keychain ring on. Love that. That's so cute. And those are going to be my dangles for the sides of my book. So let's get to work on this. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the white because when I printed it, it did not do the white down here on the bottom. So let me find my scissors. Hopefully I'm in, there we go. So let's get this all trimmed. No, I do not pull out my page trimmer when I'm trimming pictures. If it's crooked, it's crooked. I might even cut this page down, or picture down. This was actually taken on Wednesday when we were down there. So it's not pre-trip, but that's okay. This is one of my favorites. I do have another one that I will be using for the 2nd book. That is a favorite. Yeah, let's cut this down just a smidgen. And it kind of looks straight. Perfect. And then what I'm gonna do is, should be on white or black. Let's see, I feel like the black makes it pop a little bit more. These are the other two papers I have. I'm thinking to put it on here. Let's see, does the white look better? I feel like cream would look really good, but I don't have any cream paper. I think the white looks better. Let's go with the white. So this crap right here, I had, let me move my bar a little bit. There. So I bought this from Temu, and it came in a stack like this. I thought it was wider, and I'm at the point where I'm trying to just use it up and get it done with, because I'm irritated with it. I got glue all over my pants. I'm just irritated with it. I don't want to be using tape like this all the time because it's annoying. You got to sit here, rip it off, peel it, when I can use a tape runner. Yes, I know, you got to refill it all the time, but I love this. This is my favorite tape runner, and it's repositionable if you do it quick enough. But I love this stuff, and it's easy, convenient to carry around. If you go, like, say I would have done this on my trip, it would have been easy for me to carry it around with me. And let me tell you, I have a stockpile of the refills on this. I will continue to stockpile it because I never want to run out. And then I found this guy. It's so cute. I love it. And your tape comes out in hearts. And I did buy some refills of it. I don't use it as much. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. It is pink with hearts. I love it. It's so cute. Favorite color, and I love hearts. But yes, I do have refills for that as well. It only took, Amazon 3 tries to get that correct. They kept sending me the refill. I'm like, I did not buy refills. I bought the whole unit. So me and Amazon don't get along all the time. They drive me insane. But yeah. And then because I always have my nails done, I have to use this little pick to pull my tape up. And that's one of the reasons why I love that. So we are just working through this tape and getting it gone. I have a ton of it still because it was like $1 for 10 rolls. So I think I bought like 4 of them, or it was $1 for 10 rolls. Yeah. So I bought 4 packs of them. So yeah, we got a lot to work through. We're almost done the first 10 pack. So that's always good. Let's move that book out of the way for right now. Put it right over there. Try and get a thin white line. Got some dog hair there. Gotta do this one a little bit more. Until my picture's crooked, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm not bothered by that. So then I actually need to measure this. Now this is something that I will bring my trimmer out for, just so that I can get it to the right size.
should see my desk. It is ridiculous. I have this desk, and then I have the other, it's like an L-shaped desk. Why does that look crooked? Because it is. Yeah, that is super crooked. Sorry about that. Did not mean to make that slam. That's better. Around the corners. What in the world? Okay. Now that should fit perfect. Yeah, I know it's not the same length, but that's okay. We'll have a little white trim. Perfect. So now we will get this on. And then we will start decorating. And then once I am done filming this, I'm going to go through and add in my packing list, because I did not have this started when I move the washi tape out of the way. I didn't have my book started when I started making all of my lists. So I have all of the lists in this other little notebook. So I'm going to get that all in there before I start getting knee deep into my traveling album and getting everything in there. And hopefully I have more done in this album the next time I come back. Because I do want to take you along on some of the process that I go through with this. No, it's not going to be every page, but it will be a couple of pages here and there. Probably do it like every other week, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what I get done. Do I want to go like that? Yeah, let's do that. And then I just got a bunch of stickers that I want to put on there. And then let's wait on that one, because I do have a little bit of things here. That one blends way too much. Let's do that. Cut the tag off that. Maybe, because I mean, those shells are kind of big. Let me see. I do also have this big bag of stuff that I did not show earlier. It is definitely all travel themed. All like beach themed. I got some Mexico stuff in here as well. I know I have some smaller. I probably should go through this and pull out some of this stuff. some smaller shells. Oh, I wonder if this will look good on there. Let's see. Oh, I like this flower. Let's pull both of these. Does this one have shells too? Let's pull that one too. Yeah, let's do both of these, or the 3 of these. I do like that floral. Let's see what else we got. We got something a little bit smaller. Oh, we got some smaller shells. I'm not going to put that up there because it will be right in the way. Got some little fish. Let's put this shell right here. I'll go right there with that. Here comes my Roscoe. And then we can put this one right there. Let's see what we got on this other page. Let me see what I got in my little sticker book here. Let's see if I got any beachy type. Got a ton of Paris stuff. Yeah, I've been to Paris back in 2019. I went with my daughter. That was fun. That was a really good trip. Okay, so we're gonna go with, ooh, let's go with this little sea turtle. That is adorable. There. I like that. That looks cute. And then let's do some silver dots. There. And then we can save these for our next page. I have no idea. Oh, I was going to say, I don't know where I put that case. Right here. I've used a lot of stuff out of this. And they don't make it anymore. I hate when I find stuff that I love and then they discontinue it. So when I find a pack of ephemera that I like, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of them and keep them in my stash. I know. I'm horrible about certain things. Yeah, you're not going on there. Stick it up here for now. Okay, so my desk is a mess. I hate it. I hate when my desk is a mess. Oh, whoops. Probably should glue that one on, huh? Grab some glue. Stick that on right there. I gotta go digging for more shells because I got a whole book to be doing. Yes, ma'am, I do. All right, let's get this stuck in the book. This looks like it's getting pretty low. Oh, look at that. All gone. Looks like we're using this little guy. Because I don't even think I got any more that's that wide. But that's okay. No big deal. We'll use this. It doesn't tear the easiest either. And then we'll stick it in the book. Let me know down in the comments if you document your travels, and if you do, how do you document them? Do you put them in a book? Do you do a 12 by 12 or a scrapbook album, any size? Do you do a TN? I usually do them afterwards so that I can kind of judge what size I'm going to need. Because like my Paris one was ridiculously full. You wait till I get to that one. She's big. And it actually broke right after I filled it up. But yeah, I'm still debating on whether I want to put this here or if I want to go on the outside. We'll see. But yeah, so if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know every time I upload a video. And I will see you in the next one.